Revitalize your culture and regain your energy through nutrition. Yes, I said that, right? We all look for the slight edge, especially as top-level performers, as high-level executives, and as companies and organizations who want to do well. How do we do better? How do we just increase this metric, this metric, this metric? How do we get those results up? Well, the results start by the work. And today, what I want to bring to you is maybe a different level of thinking. A work so deep, right? So tough and so rewarding that is not a part of your office environment, is not a part of your work, but more so a part of how you function as an individual inside of that work, right? What I'm talking about is nutrition and your nutritional habits and the impact that they have on not only your performance, but on what you do, and more importantly, how you do it, right? If you stop and look at our culture today, we're erratic, we're emotional, we're angry, we're disgruntled, we're stressed, we're exhausted, we're depressed, right? We're anxious, we're delirious, we're all these different things that, to be honest with you, if you're not feeling it, then you may not be alive. It's part of life. But how do we take all that energy and begin to shift it into an exciting, positive, uplifting energy that we can bring into our work cultures to create the results, that we can bring into our actual work, our day-to-day work, to bring enthusiasm, to treat people with respect and kindness? Well, it all starts with us. It all starts with the way we manage ourselves, right? So what I want to give you today is some management tools in the nutrition realm, right, that you can focus and put your mind on and trust through time that it will indeed have a direct effect on not only the way you look, but the way you feel, the way you act, and the way you perform, right? Take it from me, take it from thousands of high-level executives, thousands of high-level performers who will tell you from their own mouths that, hey, listen, if you eat healthy, you feel healthy, right? So here we go. What are the things that you should be focusing on as a top-level executive, as an office professional, as someone who wants to regain their energy to really get this down? Well, here we go. Grab a pen and paper. These are the three things. It's what you're eating, right? When you're eating it, and how much you're eating. Again, what you're eating, when you're eating it, and how much you're eating it, right? Let's take a look at these three things in a second. But first, let me paint you a picture, right? It's 7 a.m., the alarm goes off. First thing you do is, gotta get my coffee. Shit, gotta get the kids to work. Let me grab my bag, get in the car, drive to work, grab a little snack, maybe a little coffee at work too. Hey, what's up, Joe? What's up, Sherry? Do your work, get to lunch. Shit, what do you guys want for lunch? Where are we going? What are we doing? Blah, 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 right? Go through the day, around 2 p.m., get your other coffee. Now it's about 5 p.m. You've made it. Boots off, hats off. We're gonna go chill. Oh, you wanna cook dinner? Nah, call Uber Eats. Right? Call Uber Eats. Call Uber Eats, call Uber Eats. That is the issue. We are not taking responsibility, right? It's a lot easier to choose the easier route. So what we're eating, we're not even paying attention to. We're doing things out of comfort. So when we start with the first key, right? The first key in what you eat, I want to begin to shift the culture in the way that we do things. But it starts with focusing on the key. So what you eat. First, let's eliminate the following 6 foods: gluten, dairy, soy, refined sugars, coffee, and alcohol for 30 days, okay? If you turned off the video, well, I lost you. If you're still here, then you really want this change. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying forget about these things forever. Nah, they're a part of life. I'm saying, when's the last time you ever did that, right? To create real change, you gotta take real action. To get from point A to point B, we've been doing a certain thing. To get from point B to point C, something's gotta rattle. And when you take those 30 days to regain your relationship, to remove the addictions, and to fight the emotions that come with removing these comforts from your life, What ends up happening is this animalistic instinct starts to come out of you. You start to remember who you are. And guess what starts to come back? Your energy, your life, because you're no longer under the weight of these inflammatory and acidic foods, right? So remove those things and instead add nutritious, wholesome fruits, vegetables, proteins, and grains, right? Eliminate and add, right? In terms of what you make and how you make it, we'll get there down the road, but take that as the first point, right? We're gonna shift what we're eating and change what we're gonna do in the future, okay? Now let's get into the how, the when. We got into the what it is that we're gonna eat. We're gonna eliminate the poor foods, add in the good foods. When you eat them. Right now, our typical schedule is 7, 12, 5, right? In the morning, lunch, dinner. What I'm saying is we're stressed. Imagine driving a car. If anyone's driven a stick shift, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. There's levels, right? When you go from 7 to 5, it's like you've gone from 0 to fifth gear, right? It's like, I really don't got much, and you're doing that the whole day. What our body actually needs is it needs patience, it needs love, it needs nourishment. Your brain is made up of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, right? So you need those foods to sustain yourself. So a more friendly regimen, a more friendly structure when you eat, right, looks a little like this. 8 a.m., 10:30 a.m., right? 12:30 p.m., 2:30, and then maybe 5:30, right? Again, give yourself about a 2.5 to 3 hour window. 8, 10:30 or 11, right? Then from there, 12:30 or 1, right? About 3 to 3:30, and then you finish off at 5:30, right? Little, small hits throughout the day. Returning to our primitive time so that we feel like we have energy. We're taking our break from our crazy ass, stressed out world, and we can focus on ourselves a little bit. Try that schedule, right? And shift yourself out of the stress of what we're currently living in to begin to feel better, okay? And the last thing is gonna be is how much. I'm gonna give you the goods right off the bat. In terms of proteins, when you look at your plate, a fist size of protein, a palm size of carbs, 2 palm size fulls of vegetables, right? And I'm gonna put it to you now, and that was the scientific coach side of me. Now I'm gonna give it to you in the real side, which is you know how much, okay? We know looking at a plate, we know when we're full. We can feel it, but what takes over is our mind. Nah, don't waste the food. Nah, you already put it on the plate. Nah, this, nah, that, all of a sudden the food's gone. Or maybe we're not even thinking and we're just going, and that's how much we're used to putting on the plate, right? Well, how can we know how much we need to eat if we never experience hunger? Or if we experience so much hunger that we're no longer hungry and then just shove our gullet, right? What good is that doing anybody? Do you think you're the best version of yourself when you're hungry? Absolutely not. I don't even gotta tell you, right? So, by doing the 3 things, right? By paying attention to what it is that you're eating, right? Eliminating and adding. By paying attention to when you're eating it, hitting the different points of the day. And by doing the last thing, which is noticing the plate, how much you're actually putting onto the plate, right? By doing those 3 things and forgetting about everything else and just focusing on one day at a time. I'm gonna do that today. Then I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. Then I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. Then I'm gonna try it again tomorrow. And by not paying attention to what the end result looks like, what you start to feel is a level of peace, a level of certainty, a level of confidence that only comes by doing the work. So again, if you'd like to revitalize your culture, if you'd like to regain your energy, if you want to bring the spirit of a champion, the action of a go-getter, and the resiliency of someone who does not, and I say does not, lay down when it's time to go, then pay attention to that nutrition, man, and let's start to shift the way we feel. Let's get it.